Hey, check it out, an actual honest-to-God ghost. Well, it's more like a ghosting effect. And I'm going to explain it very briefly, okay? So you have an infrared camera that's pointed into the center of a room, okay? At the end of that room is an extra source of light. And when you look closely at the cameras here, you can see that it's actually got a curved lens. It's domed a little bit. And that's to sort of help bring in more light as well as see a wider range. What's ended up happening here is the light from that kitchen is actually reflecting off of the iris here and creating a reflection on the lens of the camera, which is appearing to be a ghost walking in the corner there. You notice the ghost walks at the same pace as the guy? The ghost also appears to be wearing the same white shirt and gray pants that the guy is. Reflective color already, as well as, you know, an extra source of infrared light bouncing off of the white shirt coming back to lens. The point is, a lot of what's happening here is just a ghosting effect that's happening on the lens itself, and it only appears to be a ghost walking in the hall there. Sorry. Pretty simple, but often overlooked. With that being said, welcome back to the channel. My name is Karis. You're watching You Don't Scare Me. Today we're going to be checking out some ghost videos, but just a couple small things. First and foremost, if you guys are new here, this is what Nick and I do. We sit here, we debunk ghost videos, and then every Tuesday we do a one-take Tuesday, sort of like a podcast where we just either shoot the shit or sort of review ghost videos, like larger ghost videos. We do some ghost hunts on the side. If you guys are interested in that, check out this playlist up here, and, you know, let us know what you think. Some of these things are going to be changing a little bit soon. I've got a larger space opening up to me relatively soon. And hopefully with that, the quality of my videos will increase too. Because basically I'm recording a space that's basically like bed, desk, and a few feet to the wall. That's going to mess up my continuity. But in any case, there you go. You guys aren't part of the Discord. Why don't you, you know, join the channel? Everybody who joins the channel gets access to the Discord. You get to come in and talk to a wonderful cast of very like-minded people. If you guys like debunking, this is what we do here. This is your bread and butter. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's keep checking out some ghosts and busting the shit out of them. Roll the intro.
What is your name? S U S A Susan.
Their pizza box board works perfectly. Oh boy, this is probably not a good idea.
Are you a good spirit? Don't move it now.
It's a pizza. It's the other one, LMN, oh, and then they crossed, they put a Q over top because they fucked up the alphabet. That's hilarious. Okay, what are they using? Like a shot glass or something? That's hilarious. All right, a couple of things to point out. The primary guy there, the guy at the bottom who's doing the talking, isn't the one moving the glass. You can actually see up in the top left corner the guy who's got like the slightly more olive guy, olive tone skin, is the one moving it, because every time they go to move the planchette, his thumb, you know, flexes because he's like activating the muscles in his hand, and every time he wants to like move his finger, like his thumb will move first because he wants to move to move it. We can clearly see who's in charge of moving the planchette at whatever time because of the flexing in the muscles. You can't hide that. That's not something that you can, like, you know, obfuscate or like, you know, pretend, you know. Fucking hell. I'm flustered because this is genuinely funny as shit. Let's keep watching. Let's see what happens.
What do you want?
I want some of that pizza.
D A N N Y. Danny. What does that mean? Who is Danny?
I had one thing wrong. It's actually not just the olive skin guy who's doing the moving of the planchette. The camera operator is also doing it, because notice how every time it goes to the right, toward the right side of the board, the camera also goes to the right side of the board, because he's focusing on moving the planchette, and he can't, probably can't pat his head and rub his stomach at the same time, because he lacks the coordination. So every time he wants to move the planchette to the right side of the board, he's moving his entire body, whereas, this is fucking funny.
Susie wants Danny, and when they ask her who he is, she leaves immediately saying goodbye. Why in the world would they keep playing, for God's sake?
I think the reason that they stopped playing is because they don't know what the fuck to spell. They're like DAN, another N, what? Daddy, sure. They're just like, oh, I fucking don't know what we're doing. Notice also how it goes over the goodbye, and they all just fucking drop the planchette, except for the olive skin guy who's probably moving it still. Oh my god, this is that. Oh, what a great start. That's so funny. Fucking funny. This shit's funny. I gotta collect myself.
Is there anybody here? Don't move it. Is this Susan? Are you a good spirit?
They're still going. Oh, all right. So again, buddy. Okay, let's go like this. He's obviously not olive skin. Now that the camera's closer, you can see how pale ass his hand is. Anyway, top left, moving the planchette to the right. Now he's the one that's moving it, because you can see he's flexing on it. At first, he was sort of hovering over it because he's not in charge of moving it in that direction, because if he pulled it, he would knock the glass over. So they're obviously all coordinating together to make this video. Maybe the one in the top right is pushing it towards the left side of the board. The bottom guy's moving it up towards the right of the board, and the other guy's moving it to the left of the board, because they're in that proper position. Notice how this time when it goes towards the right, the camera doesn't go towards the right, because the guy who's in the top left there, he's the one who's pushing the planchette at this point. Shit.
What is your name?
Not Susan, and not a good spirit. And they keep playing. What is wrong with these people?
J. O. H. John.
But wait, it gets worse.
That's so many generic names. I want to see Ezekiel, but it would take way too long to spell.
And don't just let your hand rest on it. What do you want?
I want Susan, but she's hot on Danny.
Was it K? K?
It's gonna say kill. I fucking bet you it's gonna say kill.
I? L? Kill.
They took their hands off the planchette. That was definitely gonna happen.
I don't do this shit anymore.
Did you guys move it?
No.
Are you sure?
I didn't fucking move it.
I wasn't even touching it really.
Please stop talking. Did you move it? No, I didn't move it. You moved it. No, I didn't. Oh. Huh?
What's that?
Shit. Here, take this.
Don't! Jackson! Fuck! You okay?
Nope. This is just totally nope. A used pizza box, an old whiskey glass, and suddenly it starts moving by itself on the floor after some ghost named John told you he wants to kill. And then bravely or foolishly you rush off to see who is making noises in your closed bathroom. Nope. Just nope.
All right, let's look at the last part objectively, okay? They're very clearly acting the situation. Like it's hats off to him. Those screams were interesting enough, and yeah, there's certainly a definitely like a found footage / Blair Witch sort of style filming of this, and like that's fantastic. Like I enjoy that. That was a good one. If I wasn't having a piss on the the pizza fucking board, I might have been a little bit more like locked into this one, but yeah. Anyway, let's look at it objectively. Okay, their dialogue is very, very dry before he goes in. Like the best acting that you see is when the door closes and he's just like screaming and trying to open the door. Now the whiskey glass situation, I don't think it's glass. I actually think it's just like the cover of something. It kind of almost looks like maybe like the plastic cover of like a I don't know, a salt shaker or something like that. I've definitely seen something similar to that before. They're very light and they could be blown probably pretty easily, blown across the board, especially considering they're like framed on it. We don't really know what's going on across it. Like, the fact that it moves initially is kind of, whoa, that's kind of interesting. Maybe they had something else going on there. Maybe one of the other guys had like a bellows or some kind of like object that could blow on it, and they just like cut the audio out of the back. There isn't too much background static noise, background clicks, pops, or anything like that. So if they did throw this into DaVinci Resolve, they could have easily used AI voice isolation to sort of like subtract like any kind of vacuum noise in the background and try to mask the fact that they've got like a blower or like a compressed air or something like that. Hell, they could have even used one of those like air compressed cans that you use to clean out your PCs just to blow it across the board. And then trying to blow it further and it rocks over and like lands upright or whatever. The direction of the rest of the media where they get up and they sort of like, you know, interact with the rest of the environment and sort of continue that horror aspect, it is very good. Like I'm impressed. It does definitely seem very campy to me. Like it doesn't really feel genuine. Especially like the end of it where he's like going, oh God, oh God, oh God. Because like in that situation, I don't think that he would exit the bathroom and then just sort of stay there, especially if he had a traumatic event happen inside of it, like a apparition or some kind of like poltergeist or anything that would like physically harm that person. The fight or flight would kick in and he'd be running, he'd be bolting, and they'd be running out of the room, they'd be running out of the house, they'd be trying to get to somewhere where they feel safe, you know, which is clearly not where he is. So there is a little bit of dubious sort of interactions at the end there that I don't believe are real, but I will take my hat off to you. That was very entertaining, to say the least. We still have some other stuff to go. This is just the first video, and we're already like 15 minutes into this episode. So I'll try to maybe push this one a little bit longer. Hopefully the next one's a little bit quicker. But it's going to be pretty funny to release an episode on Friday, tomorrow, and have it literally only be this one video and me like losing my shit over it. So let's try to watch the next one, and we'll just see how far we go.
Puta madre, coño. Joder.
All right, so it looks like a pair of like maybe tin snips or something. It's pulled off of the shelf to the right, and it hits the floor. He doesn't look at it. In fact, he just like pans his camera back to capture the rest of the paranormal activity, which all seems to happen in the same sort of areas, and they're all towards the camera / towards what's behind the camera. We don't really get to see what's behind him or if there's anyone behind him. He's just sort of in like a very small enclosed space, like a closet, and things are being pulled off the shelf left and right from him. This could very easily be done with just some like fishing line or something like that. In this case, I'm not really seeing anything too obvious, but I'd hazard a guess to say the gloves were on a string, and so were the what do you call that? The pair of tin snips over there, and maybe even the extension cable that's sort of wound up there. That one's probably just poorly balanced, and he's taking advantage of the fact that it's like poorly balanced to do that. Maybe he kicks something or like pushes something on the floor, and that sort of like shakes the table enough for it to fall over. It's just the direction of this is very much like, here's the first piece of paranormal evidence, here's the second piece of paranormal evidence, here's the third piece of paranormal evidence, and they seemingly are all captured properly in the right perspectives and the right camera fixations. So it's very, very much, to me, it would be different if you heard like something fall to the right and then turn the camera. It seems disingenuous to me, is what I'm saying. So I'm going to chalk this one up to an amateur strings and pulling things.
Su puta. Bueno, algo raro.
Same thing can be said here. Both of these objects are notorious for slipping and falling on their own, and they're in a position that's advantageous for that to happen. It doesn't seem like, you know, it's being pulled off or thrown around the room or anything like that. It genuinely looks like you've poorly placed some objects and you're filming them falling, basically. The chair is sliding up against the wall, just a little bit of the right position. It'll slowly slide to the floor. And in front of you, you've got a pram, like a little folding pram, which is also, again, precariously placed, extended precariously placed. So it's going to want to naturally like close. And then when it does, the force is going to make it fall to the floor. Again, it's just advantageous positioning of objects that are notorious for falling over on their own, and you're pretending like there's some kind of paranormal evidence here. It's the same guy too, by the way.
La puerta esta. ¿Por qué está encendido? Hostias. ¿Hola? ¿Hola? ¿Hola?
All right, I'm going to pretend I'm Nuke here. Did you see it? The cut right here. Ah! Next one. Okay, maybe you didn't. Let's go frame by frame here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pop! Pop, 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 pop. That's a cut.
Hola, buenas, feliz Navidad. Aquí en la casa de mis padres, esperando a ver, para darles una sorpresa a ver ahora cuando vengan, que no saben que estoy aquí. ¡Hostias!
Now, why doesn't he go and investigate? Why did he just end the video there? This guy kind of looks like the guy with the Annabelle collection and with the cup from the last week's episode. But I don't, it's just a door opening. You tie a string around the handle, you pull it to the side, or you get your son or daughter, friend, wife, I don't know, pull it to the side. The fact that he doesn't go and investigate it kind of paints it as a pretty clear picture that it's fake. Truly riveting stuff. But what are you doing here? Like, there's like multiple cuts through the entire thing of maybe he's just like filming. He's like, oh, what are you even filming? There's clearly an object moving to the right of this, to the right of you. Why aren't you looking at that? Why are you like doing this? What's so interesting about the rest of the room that's, you know, keeping your fixation there? Every time the screen flashes white, it's just like, oh, what are we doing? Cutting out some time, or are we just doing a cut and then doing a white filter over it so that you can get your buddy to run in and start moving the bloody pole bar again? There's nothing here. Yeah, I'm also out of time, so thanks for watching. If you like what we do here, consider subscribing. I know, we're having fun. I've got a lot of energy right now, but I kind of want to play games, and it's already 5 p.m., so thanks for tuning in. If you like what we do here, hit the subscribe button, drop a like, check out this playlist of all the videos that we have going, or we've already released. Nick's been very diligent about adding all the new videos to it, and you know, we're really close to our second stage of monetization. I think we only need like 200 more hours of footage. So if you do want to put that playlist on and then go to sleep or go to work or watch all the videos, that'd be cool. Yeah, you know, if you like it, why not do it? Yeah, so if you guys want to join the Discord, you'll have to hit the subscribe plus down below us. Join the channel. I believe one of the tiers gets you access to the Discord. You'll have to ask Nick about that. He's, the expert of all that Discord and stuff like that. And then, yeah, if you guys want to, suggest some videos for us to review, drop them in the comments below. Maybe link us, send us an email, or jump into the Discord and post the videos there. We're more than happy to cover those. Nick releases the video almost every single day. I'm usually only on Fridays. I'm going to try to amp that up a little bit. I'm trying to get more involved with the channel, especially with, getting into the spooky season. October is coming very soon. We're already in soup, stew, and pumpkin spice season. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.